Okay, welcome to another Muckamore Cricket Club podcast, and I'm joined just for the first part of this podcast by one of our up-and-coming cricketers, Josh Carson, who's going to talk to us in a little while about coming into cricket late, not late in life because he's only, how old are you?
18.
18. So when did you start playing? 16, 15?
16.
Okay, and the struggles and trials and tribulations and the
Do's and don'ts.
do's and don'ts, and obviously the frustrations that you're
Still
getting. But hey, it's not easy. It's got to be one of the hardest sports to play. Everything's moving.
feels it.
So yeah, well, that's okay. You're sticking at it. And obviously Jones is here, or the doctor, who's itching to show us a few stats because he's top of a list of something or other. I don't know what it is. But you've got a bit of an injury, Jonesy. Do you want to sort of tell us what happened here?
Yeah, wicket-keeping injury. Finger broken 2 places and out of the joint. So it's a nice one to have.
There was talk of an operation with pins and stuff like that.
Yeah, but thankfully didn't need that in the end.
So when are the gloves going back on then, Jonesy?
Hopefully 3 weeks is my plan.
Because we're talking about people progressing here and sort of learning how to do stuff. Obviously, you were keeping quite happily down at the fifths and the sixths and the midweek teams.
And the thirds.
Regularly in the thirds, and then
seconds.
suddenly now you've, as I say, we're talking about sort of progression. Now you found yourself keeping for the twos and doing quite well at it too, and sort of no mug with the gloves, Jonesy.
Yeah, and then injury strikes at the worst time.
I know. Are we worried about someone taking your place in the twos now? Jamie Jackson? No, we're not worried then, are we?
Peter Kane.
Peter Kane.
He's coming.
Peter Kane. Hopefully he'll break a finger. Well, hopefully he doesn't, but So how long are you going to be out for?
3-4 weeks is my plan. Hopefully, maybe back before then if it feels better.
I was talking about this the other day. Back in the day when I played, we all broke fingers, but it was always like the doctor said you can't do anything with it. Put a lollipop stick in between the 2 fingers, strap them up, and get on with it. A week later, you were playing again, and now it's like pins and cages and sort of special casts around your fingers. You're out for 4 or 5 weeks. I reckon you could take it off next week and start playing, maybe.
We'll see.
Oh, we'll see. Okay. So I think first, before we get into sort of talking to Josh in depth about him at Muckamore Cricket Club, we'll have a look at what some of our teams are doing at the moment. So we can't see the monitor because the sun, as you can probably tell by the camera, is really bright outside. So we've got a wee monitor there, and I can't. Do you see it all right, Josh?
I can see the names.
Right. So who's top of the Premier League?
Woodville.
And Muckamore are sitting 6th.
6th.
Yeah, so things are looking good. I know that with a good win on Saturday against Civil Service.
Yeah.
It was down to the last. I think they
Last over.
Last over, 8 runs. Fantastic game, big crowd down here. Everyone sort of a bit of a roller coaster ride. I think they wanted, was it 5 and over the last few with 1 wicket in hand or something? Almost got there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty. It was pretty good. So the games have been like that, and obviously that was the Senior Cup.
That was Challenge Cup.
Challenge Cup, yeah, and then they got beat by CIYMS on the Sunday down at Belmont there in the Irish Senior Cup, which was a shame, but they did well. CIYMS did well. The batting opening partnership did fantastically well, so it was pretty good. So for them, but not so good for us. But who scored runs? Ben Keates got a 50.
Jason got a 50.
Jason got a 50, batted well.
Carson got 40.
Carson got 40, so I think it's just that they got it with 1 by 8 wickets, I think. So it was certainly a beating. So congratulations to them for winning that. But we go forward this Saturday again, so all exciting in the firsts at the moment. So we're going to speak to Judith, in a little while. So we'll talk about the seconds then. I think we'll just jump to the thirds, will we? See what we got here. Here we got Temple Patrick seconds. See how I'm. So where are we? We're sitting
second last.
Yeah, second from bottom there. Not looking too healthy. 1 win out of 4. Again, we've got our third 11 playing, a lot of second 11s there. So we kind of knew, didn't we, Jonesy? I think at the start of the season it was going to be tough.
Yeah, and we've struggled. This guy's not been available and holidays and stuff, getting a strong team out a lot of weeks.
Yeah.
So.
There you go. They're giving it a go. think they're bowling quite well. It's just the batting that's a bit.
Yeah.
I think Tomo
Yeah.
chipped in with a
Tomo and Prav got 50s each last Saturday.
Peter
That
Kane
was
got
the
a few
intermediate
runs as well,
shot.
didn't he?
Yeah, lost to Lisburn in it.
Yeah, very good. So fingers crossed for those guys. A couple of wins and they'll be out of the bottom sort of danger zone there, I guess, and give them keep them out, as they say. Excuse me. So we'll go on to the fourths. This is Shack Attack's team. So where are they? Sitting eighth, are they? 2, 3, 4, 5, 7th? 7th?
Yeah.
1 win out of 5. Was that 6? 1 win out of 6. Yeah, it's difficult to say again. It's a strong league for them, isn't it, as well? And
It's tough.
availabilities aren't that good. There's a lot of guys there that are playing for the thirds, I guess. Cliffy Wilson's come out of the thirds now and gone into the seconds. The third team captain's come out of the thirds and gone into the seconds. He's doing quite well with the ball up there, isn't he? So
He's back to the thirds now.
Oh,
He's
is he-
committed to the thirds again.
oh, was he dropped or he's just
No,
decided?
decided he's going to drop down and save the thirds this season.
So I know he was playing. He got a big duck on Saturday for the thirds. So did he get any wickets on Saturday for the thirds? Did he? Maybe
One, maybe.
maybe he'll be down in the fourths. So so everything's looking healthy there for the fourths. They're keeping at it as well. A lot of youngsters playing, which we'd like to see, and then we'll go down to. This is what Jonesy likes now. Do you want to tell us a bit what's going on here, Jonesy? You're probably better off, aren't you?
Well, we're just out of the relegation zone in Junior 7 at the minute for the fifth. 1 win out of 4.
Okay. Didn't you have some stats to show us on this, was it? Or was it
Not for the fifths.
not for the fifths? Have you played much for you're captain of the fifths, aren't you?
Yeah.
Have you played much for the
Yes.
fifths?
Missed one. Well, no, actually, I've missed 2 games last week with my injury.
Right.
And 1 the week before because I had to captain the thirds.
Who's doing well for you in the fifths at the moment? So especially the youngsters kind of thing.
Yeah, the young guys like Cody Harvey, Rowan Barnes, bowling well
Yeah.
for us.
I mean, Cody Harvey's started playing more senior cricket this year, and he's starting to play for Shack in midweek 2. And he's been nominated for Star of the Week this week in the NCU for what was his figures? 6
6 for 8.
6 for 8 or 4 overs.
6 wickets for 8 runs off of 4 overs. I mean, that's some sort of entry into senior cricket for the lad, isn't it? I'd probably do well to beat those figures for the rest of his life, I would have thought. 6 wickets for 8. I mean, how old is he? 14? 15?
14.
And he's took that already. That's brilliant. Anyone else who's performing well for you?
Carl Gribben, as always.
Oh, he's always he's
Wicket
just
machine.
mystery spin. No one knows what's going to come out of his hand. It's fantastic. No, that's great. So we go on to the 6th, which is obviously Jonesy wants to sort of hear about.
Yep, top of the table, 2 out of 2.
Yeah. And are you captaining in this? No, you're kind of sharing this, aren't you? I think Josh has been
Yeah,
captain
yeah.
once. James Hood.
No, I've captained both the 6 games, but
Oh.
I'm starred now, so someone else has got to
I
take
captained
that
the wee
over.
5th game, Dave.
Oh, that was right. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And did you want to show us some stats here or something?
Take a look if you want.
Okay, we'll look. I think Junior League 11A, most runs. Oh, there you are, Jonesy, at the top.
Never been that high up in my life.
No. So who's second?
Tom
Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Texas Tom. Was that his? Did he, those runs he scored over here the other week? Was that
Yeah,
for the
against
6th? Was
those
it?
down here. Yeah.
And what did he score?
40, 82.
How many?
82.
82. It was fantastic. That was a great win too,
About
wasn't
40
it?
balls.
82 off of Texas Tom, smashing it into the tennis courts. Fantastic viewing. So, any of our other guys there in the top 10, are there?
No.
How about the bowling ones?
Yeah, Ruin and Ruffy are there.
Yeah, a shout out to Ruffy as well. He's just probably the hardest working cricketer we got down here. He's probably down here 5 times a week practicing, and he's bowling, and now his batting's coming along. And what's Ruffy, 17 now, is it? Yes.
He's younger than me.
Yeah, so he's doing phenomenally well. Just keeps at it and trying and all the rest of it. So, yep, well done to Ruffy. So that's it. Are we going to go? You don't want to talk about midweeks, do you?
No.
So we can. Someone's just left that door open, so if it starts banging, then we'll. Do you want to just go and grab it, Jonesy? Jonesy doesn't want to talk about midweeks because he's captain of one of them, and I don't.
Great team.
Have they won? Have you won a game yet?
1-1, drawn 1, lost 1.
Right,
Maybe lost
okay.
2 now.
Okay, and what about midweek 2? Do we know what they're doing? I think they've won one, haven't they, and lost the rest, maybe?
Yeah, I think something like that.
Yeah. There's always a fight for players for midweek 1 and midweek 2. Jonesy gets the hump with it. Says Shaq's using too many players and isn't leaving him enough. Gets very political in this midweek.
Jonesy's got his team.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling him. He's got his team, and what does he want any more players for? I tell you, it was great to see back playing was Johnny Gordon in the week. It's just, it's fantastic to watch the big lad whacking the ball about a bit. And then I'd have to give a shout out to Tucker as well for that direct hit run out he got. It was fantastic, just fantastic. Just swooped in like I don't know what, like a leopard.
And Big Mark McNeil's still opening the bowling.
Huh?
Big Mark McNeil is still opening the
Big
bowling.
Mark
Although he
McNeil.
wasn't happy that I was standing up to him now.
I don't think any would be. Is that where you got your broken finger?
No. Later on in the match.
Who broke the finger?
Callum Stewart.
Okay. Well, that'd probably be a bit more, So there you have it. Anyway, we'll go over we've got through, I guess, what we're doing here at the moment on the pitch, and we'll talk to Josh about his. Josh, we touched on it earlier that you started playing cricket when most of us start playing cricket when we're sort of like primary school kind of age. But you had friends that played down here and you fancied giving it a go, so you came down having never even really known what cricket was all about.
No, I didn't have a clue. I think the first day I played cricket was on the back pitch for school.
Right, okay.
Because Jude didn't have enough players for our school team.
So he just said, "Here, mate, come and play for us."
Yes,
and you just like, what the hell's going on?
Go on and give it a go, see what it's like.
And you've fallen in love with it. To be honest, I mean, you're down here all the time.
Well, at the start, I thought, no, I'll just come down and watch. I can't really be bothered playing.
Mm-hmm.
And then as times went, just love it. It's good.
Mm. And we just admire the hard work that you put into it. There's not one person here that doesn't sort of go, you just want to just play and just.
Yeah, it's tough going. It's definitely not an easy sport.
No.
No matter how hard you train.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
I know, but you give it a go. I can remember watching one of your first games here and going, oh my God. There was the famous dive to stop the 4 that I think everybody in the ground just laughed at because I think you thought you were playing football when you were in goal kind of thing. But
it's lie with it.
Yeah, but the thing is now we were watching a game the other day and you were down by the nets there and someone hit the 4 and you bent down, just picked it up in one movement, picked it up, threw it in, and we all just said, like, 2 years ago that guy wouldn't have been able to do that.
No chance.
It's just now you're sort of like you're beginning to look like a cricketer. You go out and you bat, you score runs.
Try to.
Yeah, you do, but you're getting there. I know you're
it'll come. Takes time.
Yeah, and what's your highest score?
It was 13 last year, playing for Jonesy.
Was it a good looking 13, Jonesy, was it?
I think two nicks went for 4. I think that's what that was.
But hey, we've all done that. Don't worry about that. So have you got a target you're setting yourself? I wouldn't.
For this year, I'm just trying to play.
Yeah.
As much as I can.
And you went into, there was no one to captain, was it the fifth?
Yeah.
So you put your hand up, which is,
Yeah, well, just
a brave thing, really.
Something to give a go. I haven't done before. It's a good opportunity to take.
Yeah. Did you learn anything, or is it?
I enjoyed it. It was obviously a tough game. Didn't do too well, but I enjoyed the captaincy part in the field. It was good just to experience it.
Yeah.
More than anything else.
You'll think you'd like to do it again?
Wouldn't mind doing it again.
Yeah.
Thought I was going to do it again on Saturday and Sunday, but.
Was it taken away from you, was it?
Yeah.
Who did that?
Don't know who done it. James Hood was back, so a bit more senior.
I know. But did you help him, or did you sort of...
Did my part, just tried to help the younger... I like helping the
yes.
boys like Cody Harvey and stuff, just
talking
they appreciate a chat.
Yeah.
Especially whenever they're all bowled wide and they're freaking out, but after a chat, they're back to where they need to be.
That's good. I noticed that actually when I was watching the game on Saturday that you're playing, and you obviously you're talking to the bowlers and the younger ones and giving them a bit of encouragement, which is great to see because, especially when it's probably you that needs the encouragement as well.
Yeah, definitely, but I know they need it, so I might as well give it to them.
Yeah, no, it's good. And are they listening, do you think?
I think Cody listens.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think some of them are going, I think this guy needs to listen to me, but it's all right.
Yeah, but Jesus, you're doing all right.
No, it's all right. I'm happy with where it's going.
Oh, yeah.
It'll come. It takes time.
You just, of course, everyone knows it takes time. I mean, that's why it takes its most important thing is practice, and you're only going to get better the more you practice.
Yeah, that's it.
And I think Jason Van der Merwe's giving you a bit of a hand, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a great lad. We've been down training probably 2 or 3 times a week. It's helped a lot, definitely.
Mhm.
I think I started training in January time and
Mhm.
just helped the whole way through. It gave me a bit of a head start coming back to pre-season and stuff.
Yeah.
Whenever you've had the wee nets at the side,
Yeah.
whenever you're trying to catch up with other boys, like your friends like Jude and stuff, playing higher up the club, obviously.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So it was good. I appreciate his coaching. Definitely big help.
But it's no, that sounds silly, and people will understand what I mean. It's the ball sounds different coming off your bat now. It never used. It cracks off your bat when
Yeah.
you're in the nets now. It doesn't make that
It used to just
thunking
be a
sound. Yeah,
wee toe noise or
yeah,
a glove probably.
Actually, sounds like you're a batsman in there.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, and
Definitely.
So right, okay. So you want to obviously captaincy is something you want to get involved in as well at some point.
Yeah, maybe at some point once I need to focus on myself more. I think for now.
Yeah,
and see how this year goes. But I wouldn't mind doing captaincy. I definitely think there's something there.
and you help out with our youth cricket on a Monday night, and you give you go round to our under 11s and then 13s and 15s and help out where
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
Yeah,
the kids really appreciate it,
and do a bit
which makes a difference.
Yeah, definitely, and do a bit of fielding drills and stuff like that with them.
I
It's
love
great to
coaching
see.
the kids. It's good.
Yeah, it's good. No, we enjoy, and we're glad to have you to do it because
You get a bit of, how to say it, joy out of doing it.
Yeah,
You're
definitely.
happy after you've done it.
That's it. It's good for the soul. Is what
Yeah,
I say.
that's the one.
Yeah, it's good for the soul. So just carry on the way you're going at the moment. That's the plan. Then
Sort
just
of
work
for
hard.
this year, I'm not going to set myself any goals or put pressure on.
Yeah,
Just play the game, see where I get, and then I can focus on targets next year.
Was there any advice you'd like to give to anyone who may be watching or listening, or who's never tried cricket before, or?
Well, if I think back when I started, and the Lamb boys were obviously that far ahead, I was thinking it's too late for me to start trying to play this game now. But then as time goes, you start to realise it's not too late. Like you're only.
No,
I don't think it matters what age you are. If you want to train, you want to try, you'll get there. You might not be a Premier League cricketer, but you'll be something.
Well, I always say that we only need 11 good cricketers at this club to play for club, and then we need 55 ones that aren't that good, of which we all probably fall into that. So we need more guys that just enjoy it, the social side of cricket. And
that's another thing, definitely. More. The social side's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're probably down here 5 times a week, if not more.
Yeah.
And you don't get bored of it.
And you miss it in the winter. In the winter, you miss it like mad.
It's a long winter.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, well done, Josh. Thanks for coming. I know it's not easy to talk about not being that good at cricket.
Bother me.
It's just I know, but you know what I mean. But it's good that you're trying and training and practicing and keeping going and even sort of throwing yourself into it, taking the captaincy.
Do whatever I'm asked.
Going, yeah, it's brilliant. Because we're pleased to have you at the club. You know that. I mean, you help out in so many ways that we won't go into now. But listen, thanks, mate, and I really appreciate you coming on. It's been good fun.
No worries, Dave.
Cheers, fella. Thanks, mate. Right, with second part of this, the next part of this podcast with Jamie Jackson. How are you, mate?
All good, Dave. All good. How are we?
All right, good. I'm good. I've
fantastic.
already seen you play much this year. I don't think you've not played many home games, have you?
Lucky for you. No, we had a good lot at the start of the season there. Now into a big batch of away games here. I think it's another 3 weeks until we're home, or at least 2 weeks, anyways. So we got a few of our home games over and done with right at the start. We had North Down first game of the season here.
Yeah.
Estonians we had here. Who else we had here? Warringstown.
Right. Okay.
Warringstown we've had here. So I think we'll have 3 home games here in the league, anyways.
And how's it going? How's your season? Let's talk about you. How's your season going, Jamie? You tell me that.
Bit of a disappointment so far.
Didn't that happen last year too?
Yeah, well, you could have just copied and pasted it. You know what I mean? Got off this season the best start ever, getting a platinum duck, the first ball of the entire game.
We've all had those, mate.
Yeah, so after coming off a half decent pre-season, I was thinking this could be a big one.
It's gonna be mine, yeah.
This could be a big one, and it happens. Just got into a bit of a rut. By not practicing enough, and it happens. The start of the season's always hard. It's you start playing.
Yeah, but we're 2 months in, mate.
Yeah, I know that. But you start playing a lot of the T20s, and you're playing probably 2 or 3 games a week. Just and then you miss out a training here and there, and it starts to all add up after.
Right.
I think that's quite evident from the lack of runs I've probably scored. But I think as a team we've done all right.
Big win on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean Saturday's game was fantastic. We went up there on not a fantastic pitch. It's been used quite a lot of times.
Do,
was
do you
slow.
want to explain where there is?
Sorry, at Estonians,
Yes,
Shaw's
okay.
Bridge. Apologies.
That's right.
So yeah, went up there. Usually we get usually it's a day where you're hoping for a bit of big runs.
Mm-hmm.
Quick outfield, usually a good deck, but just the amount of rain we've had, obviously slow outfield and
Yeah.
pitch have been used quite a lot. So it was a bit of a grind, but I think we did very well. We got 198 or 197.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought we did very well to get that. Me, Jude, Sam sort of all chipped in with 30, 40, which in the middle order, which sort of helped us out and got probably a competitive score, which out there I said to Jude maybe 170 or 180 probably would have been par from what it felt like. And went out and Chimney and Sam McGee again up top with the ball have been fantastic these last 3 or 4 weeks. They have been brilliant.
It's good to have Big Jim back, isn't it?
Yeah, he's been fantastic. He really has, and it's what we really missed. Last year I was screaming out for another opening bowler.
Yeah.
And I wish I had Jim.
Yeah.
He's came in and he's done brilliant for us.
He's quite quick, isn't he now? Sort of.
Yeah. Him and Sam, they'd be up there. Who would play regularly in the twos, probably the quickest. I would, like me and Keates were saying this the other day, I think we're probably the best opening bowling attack in the league.
Yeah.
Now, and both the boys probably are a wee bit hard done by that they're probably not playing a lot more first 11 cricket.
Yeah.
Just the strength of our team.
Yeah.
Out of the first, they're bowling very well at the minute as well.
Mm-hmm.
Sam McGee especially. Sam McGee's been fantastic. You have to watch the Brigade game. Anybody wants to watch a opening spell of bowling, go watch the Brigade game.
Yeah.
And the Junior Cup here, twos. Both of them.
That was brilliant, wasn't it?
I was wicketkeeping. I've never seen as many play and miss ever in my life. Me and David Rainey and the Corden were going like, this is unbelievable. 20 or 30, maybe even more play and miss. Like just the ball hooping around everywhere. Boys bowling fantastic. Same again in Estonians there. You're just waiting for an edge. And they were just that much on top at the minute, up top of the ball, and it's a nice change.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I know.
You get used to. Just over the last couple of years of their first 8 overs, you're like 40 all right.
Richard's not bowling that much this year, is he?
No, not as much. He
doesn't really need to, does he?
I think that's sort of the thing. The least he can bowl is probably better for us boys.
Yeah.
Obviously we had Les before and Keates. They would have bowled your 8 overs each, and they would have been probably your 2 best bowlers. But unfortunately, time goes on and other boys have to raise a hand up and start bowling.
Yeah.
You've had a couple of boys like Aaron Gill. I'll give a shout out to, like, he's came in and
he's brilliant, isn't he?
He's probably not bowled as many overs as he want to.
Yeah.
But like he's came in, he's had a couple of good spells. He pulled against Lisburn, the T20, against Chris Burns, like a very, very good batsman. And he didn't look out of place. There's a lot of boys that have came in, and like Cliffy Wilson the last couple of weeks.
Yes, I think he's just been a bit of a wicket machine, hasn't he, over the last couple of games or so? He's just sort of like drafted in from the thirds. People raise their eyebrows a bit. I was in the selection meeting at the time when Keates asked him to play for the seconds, and he was like, I don't think I've got a value. And he's come in and he's took 2 fourthers, is he, or something like that?
4-for and a 3-for.
Yeah,
Yeah, like he's just got that. He's got a bit of that, and he's a winner. And and he doesn't do anything fantastic with the ball. He just puts it on a relative spot, and he just keeps on going and going and going and going. And he's good to have right by the team. He's just a winner. That is the easiest way to.
We touched on this earlier about the third sort of struggling a little bit this year, but it's because people like Aaron Gill and Keates were probably and Cliffy were playing third team cricket, and they've been took out of there and put in the seconds quite rightly. They've deserved their place. It's not as if you're short and get them in there. I mean, they deserve to be. And the stats are showing that they deserve.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Like, there's obviously going to be a lot of change always between the teams and whatnot, on availability, whatever you have it. But I would say everybody that's came into the twos is more than like they've earned their spot, or either they've came in and they've done a good job.
Yeah.
I was just saying this to Aaron Gill, for example. He might come in. His role in the game might be for us to come in and bowl 3 or 4 overs.
Yeah.
Now that mightn't be great for him. He obviously wants to bowl 8 overs. He might want to open the bowl and whatever he wants to do.
Yeah.
But see coming in and him bowling 3 or 4 tight overs and maybe snatching a wicket.
Yeah.
That's as valuable as anything.
Definitely.
People don't realise that as much. Sometimes, obviously, you want to do everything. You want to face every ball if you're batting, and you want to bowl every ball if you're a bowler. That's just how it is. But there's spots in our team. Cliffy's a perfect example. Like if he just comes in and just bowls and bowls, it might not be a couple over spell, but then if he bowls well, he just continues on. But he's not in the team to bully it over. Them boys
No.
maybe mightn't be in there.
He's,
They're in
he's, he's scoring a few
middle.
runs as well, isn't he? Sort of.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, at the
Yeah.
bottom of the innings.
Yeah.
So we've obviously a lot of struggles at the start of the season with a bat, like so. If
Yeah.
need it boys at the tail.
Well, he'll
scoring
get your runs,
runs.
won't he? He'll stick it over the boundary quite easily.
Yeah.
If he gets his eye in and gets going and gets the ball that's in his arc, he's unstoppable, isn't he? We'll see it like.
Gets the ball hard now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I think that one thing, our tail has been fantastic this year, and like the Brigade game's a great example of
Oh, yeah.
Arnold and Ethan Wilson.
Oh yeah, that mad.
83 or what it was for last week.
Arnold was just like something else. Wasn't
Yeah, just different class, and like we've had that a couple of times. Like Ethan Wilson has done it 3 or 4 times now.
Yeah.
Where he's came in and he's got a couple of 15s, a couple of 20 run
he did that. He
partnerships.
did that sort of like keeping the whole thing together for the first last year. Didn't he?
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like it's not his first rodeo, is it?
I know,
doing that?
and like like the fair play to him, he bats 11 probably every week.
Yeah.
But like he
He's
can
a better-
bat.
he's better-
He can.
he's better than 11,
He can. He 100%, and he runs as hard as he can. He's good.
Yeah.
If I'm batting and I'm coming in and you think you're number 11, you're thinking he's just going to pull one of the stumps. He's going to kick it over, but. At least Ethan's one of the boys where you're like, well, I can actually back him. And plus,
Yeah.
if I hit a ball out to the boundary, I know he's coming back for 2 to hit me back on strike. That's it.
Yeah, no, he's a good lad.
So he's done fantastic. Arnold as well. So there's a lot of boys that put their
Ethan's
hands
been
up.
taking wickets for you too, isn't he?
Yeah, him and Arnold done well. So obviously the 2 boys up top have been fantastic. And then you sort of your middle order bowlers would be Arnold's and Ethan's, and they're taking probably the majority of the wickets in the middle overs. But
Yeah.
I think Ethan might be a leading wicket taker probably. Don't know.
Yeah,
But
okay.
yeah, they're doing well. Yeah,
Yeah, very
especially
good.
in slow decks at
So,
the
but
start of the season.
with,
so.
with all said and done, you're not really that happy with your own sort of. I
No,
don't think have you got a 50 this year?
I got one in the Junior Cup
There you go.
against the Belfast Malayali Association
Yeah,
team.
I think
a couple of
McGranny
20s and
I think
30s.
McGranny got a
Yeah.
50 in that game
Yeah.
too, though, didn't she? I think.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, less said about that the better. Probably. Yeah,
Right.
but no, listen, it is what it is. Yeah, I've sort of struggled a bit, but what can you do?
That's it. Exactly.
It's everybody has their turn. It's going to come again, hopefully. Freddie there, couple of starts here last couple of weeks, so getting back onto it hopefully, and just
You look pretty good in the nets tonight. It's not as if it's you're looking like you can't hold the
Yeah.
bat for Christ's sake.
I'm in the worst part where I'm finding ways to get out,
Yeah,
and that's I'd rather be in absolute shocking form. I couldn't get a ball off the square
hmm
than finding ways to get out. I run myself out a couple of weeks ago.
yeah,
Like a real stupid one. A couple just lazy. Like just the
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
you get most of the time you do get yourself out, as you know. But find ways to get myself out is
Oh.
up there most frustrating things in the world, I think.
yeah. Well, that's it. We're only 6 weeks into the season, are we? Plenty of time, Jamie.
Oh, aye.
Plenty
Yeah,
of time to get yourself on the.
100%. Big games still to
runs.
come. Junior Cup still, Ulster Plate.
Yeah,
We're still in both the competitions. We want to win some this year, so
yeah.
save them for a final.
And the league's
hopefully.
looking healthy too.
Yeah, doing all right. So we're middle of the pack at the minute.
Yeah,
Saturday was a good momentum win, really was. So
yeah,
just need to kick on from that. Just need to score runs, boys. Just Jude stepped up the last couple of weeks. Jude's batted very, very well, I have
Yeah.
to say so.
yeah,
A 50 and a 40 and a 30 odd
yeah.
again. So he's been batting very well, and Sam started to click. So there's boys there who are starting
To
get on, and
yeah.
that's just what we've been struggling with so far. Is probably just haven't put enough runs on the board most of the time.
Very good.
So it's looking up.
All's
Yeah.
rosy in the garden.
Yeah, it's looking up. Yeah.
Very
So I say, look, just getting into the big games this season.
Mhm.
Here now, I want to win the Junior Cup. That's the big one.
I know. Be
We've got
good.
Lisburn here Lisburn away next Sunday.
That won't be easy.
No. Very good team,
Mhm.
Lisburn. But sure, everybody can beat in their day.
Of course
Anybody
they
can
are.
beat.
So, I mean, just these
100%.
cup matches are just one-offs, aren't they?
Yeah.
So,
Big time.
it's a good chance of you winning.
Mhm.
Against them if you all click and everything. Just
Yeah,
get a bit
100%.
of luck.
Yeah.
Some a little bit of luck comes into it.
Yeah.
That sort
It
of,
has to be said that that Lisburn team is probably the best second 11 team I've ever played.
yeah.
Just depth, very, very good.
Mhm.
Just they've got that sort of sweet spot of boys at a certain age,
Yeah.
probably their late 20s, mid 30s, some
Yeah.
maybe a wee bit older, who are just all still good cricketers
Good,
and
yeah.
have just fell out of first 11 cricket recently, or are up and down. And we're at the stage where we're probably one of the younger teams anyways.
I say you're all pretty young, aren't you? I mean,
Yeah, there on Saturday we had Graham and Cliffy would have been the only ones under 23. Jim's probably 20. Jim's 23, so that would have been the oldest out of all of us. So that's a that's a good sign. Anyways,
yeah. Well, when it comes to Cliffy, you need one old guy in the team.
an old fart.
He did sort of like cover that position quite well, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So, well, listen, Jamie, thanks a lot, mate.
Thank you
I
very
think
much.
we're going to go and try and grab Jude for a quick chat, actually, and he can
God,
talk us through
lovely.
his runs he scored. So we'll be all right. All right, mate. Thanks.
Got enough E-roll for that?
I know. Get myself a pillow. Thanks, mate. I appreciate you coming on. Thanks.
Cheers.
Always good to talk to you.
Up the Jones.
Up the Jones, yeah. Broken finger. Cheers, mate.
Bye.
All right, we're back again, and this time we've got the absolute pleasure of having Jude Keates with us.
Too kind, Dave. Too kind.
I know. How are you, mate?
I'm good. Good.
Enjoying this?
Enjoying my cricket. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I am indeed.
Doing a bit of network tonight with Big Ben Keates.
Yeah. Called him down. Wasn't really feeling it.
Wasn't you? Did he help you out?
He did. He did.
The thing I was a bit disturbed about Ben was that we asked him to come on this podcast, and he said no because his hair wasn't right.
It's the same as me, but I just firmed it. I think.
Did you? I saw you checking your phone to see if you looked all right.
Of course, just making sure.
These things important to you, are they?
Definitely. Just put a good image in the club. You know what I mean? As the poster boy.
Well, you are.
I don't know about that.
So you're enjoying your cricket this year. I know you've kind of struggled earlier on.
Yeah, I started off just I was really not enjoying it, and it was getting me down outside of cricket.
Mm-hmm.
And what actually helped me, I went again with Ben, and it was just mentality. He just changed it all.
Mm-hmm.
And then literally, I think I spent 20 minutes with him, and the next game was 52 against Warrenstown out here. It's just.
But then you dropped down the order a wee bit too, didn't you? Must have helped you a bit, did it?
Yeah, I've been everywhere this year.
Aye.
I've batted 3, 4, time freezing.
Yeah.
And then I went to 5, and I really enjoyed it at 5, and scored 50 here at 5, and then the next day we went up to or next week was it? It was next week we went up to Victoria, and I was meant to be batting 4, and Sam McGee at 5, and I thought, nah, so I went to my dad, the skipper. I went put me at 5, put Sam at 4.
Mm-hmm.
It worked last week. Want to do it again, so and it did. It worked again.
I mean, you're making scores now, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Which is good. It must make you feel good.
Yeah.
You've got a big one in you this year as well, I think, for the twos. I mean, it's
Hopefully.
The twos are going well, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We went against Estonians on Saturday there. It was, especially, they beat us here, and it was very close, and it was very close again. But this time we came out on top. Thank God for that.
Feel good?
Mm-hmm.
Because you were captain, weren't you? Because Dad's away and
in Portugal with the whole family apart from me, Maddie, Susie, no Jude.
Oh, Jesus, you'd rather be playing cricket, though, wouldn't you?
I'd rather get that win at Estonians. I would, 100%.
What did Richard Keates say when he send you a text or?
He rang me right after the game with a few choice words. He said something like, "You lucky boy."
Okay,
something like that.
Okay. Is he back in the team this year? Have you picked him this week? Because I know he's still away.
Don't know. A winning team, it's hard to change it, Dave.
I know. He's risked it, isn't he?
He has.
You've got to have him in the team, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. Just the
Without
experience.
doubt. Oh, yeah. You always need one.
100%.
Yeah. So, who you got this weekend?
We have got on Saturday with CI away, and then on Sunday we've got Lisburn in the Junior Cup. Always a tough game against Lisburn.
We kind of touched on it with Jacko earlier. Lisbon's going to be tough, isn't it?
Yeah, they freezing here, boys. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Lisburn. Definitely very, very strong team. We've talked about it before. They could definitely challenge in Section 1, never mind Junior 1. You know, they're just. It's their first 11 team as well. It's the fact that it's so strong. So you've got boys dropping down. Adam Kennedy playing, but he's very, very good. I mean, like you've got blank in here.
That's right.
Light body,
Yeah.
light body, and Chris Burns.
Mhm.
That maybe a bit slower than last year, but they're still
Still good players.
cheapers.
Yeah,
Cheapers.
But
Very
hey,
good.
you've got a good team too.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. We've got a strong side. So obviously, Sam McGee opening the ball. Sam's been opening the ball, and he's balling amazing. And
Yeah,
he's just not taking wickets.
I know.
It's just dot balls. It's mad. He's moving the ball. He's moving the ball from outside leg stump to outside off stump, and boys don't have a clue.
Yeah.
The amount of playing and missing I've seen this year. From
Yeah, no,
Sam's
Jack, I
ball.
was saying. So you got, I mean, to put it in context, arguably, one of the best opening two
Mhm.
bowlers in our seconds have had for a long time.
Chinmay as well.
Jimmy as well. I mean, he's just
Chinmay is just.
got pace and he's aggressive, and
Yeah.
it's just
He just it's up here as well.
yeah,
with him.
yeah,
It's definitely up there with him.
yeah. No, he's these two. I think if I was going out of bat and see those two guys sort of bowling at you, they're not giving you much, are they?
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
And then Aaron Gill's come into the team too.
Aaron Gill's held his own
Yeah.
when he's bowled for us.
Mhm.
He hasn't looked out of his depth at all.
No.
He's maybe not just at the level Sam and Chinmay are,
No.
but he's definitely getting there. And when the chance comes, I'm sure he'll take it.
Yeah, and Ethan and Arnold.
Ethan and Arnold, yeah, they're bowling all right. Maybe not to their best,
Yeah,
but they're in the middle overs. The spin you always need it, especially out here. Cliff Wilson
Cliff Wilson's just been
stepped up for the third.
discovery, even though he's been around. I mean, I said earlier, I was in the selection meeting when Keates said about Cliff, and Cliff was in it saying,
Mhm.
I'm not good enough to play the twos. Let's just go and do it for Christ's sake.
You
Yeah.
like he is good enough, but
Yeah.
it's his mentality that
Yeah.
just stands out.
Yeah,
He's just
winner.
he just wants it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
a winner, Dave. He definitely is. He really, really wants it.
Well, I'm pleased. You've seen him take wickets. He's scored a few
Mhm.
runs, hasn't he?
Yeah, at the end, the lower end of the batting order, he can hit a ball.
I know.
He can hit a ball.
If they bowled it in the wrong place, it's away, isn't it?
Definitely.
It hits it hard. I know he's not always going to come off every week with the
No.
bat, but he seems to be coming off every week with the ball.
Mhm.
Bowling.
Yeah, the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
On Saturday there, he really changed the game.
Mhm.
3 wickets I think he took,
Mhm.
and yeah, he's just putting it on the spot. And when he's bowling a bad ball, it's not another bad ball. He's coming back, and he's coming back with a reply. He's just brilliant. I love Cliffy. He's really,
Yeah, no,
really
he's good. Nice, I do as well. He's a good guy. He's a good guy to have in the team for those reasons you just spoke to. And what about the season ahead, apart from this weekend? You sort of
Yeah, we're hopefully a good result on Sunday. We'll really want to go far in the Junior Cup,
Mhm.
and Lisbon's going to be a tough team, but hopefully we're a strong team as well.
Mhm.
And we're not like on Saturday there. There wasn't a big score. It was a lot of everyone
Yeah.
contributing. It was 48 and 33, 32, stuff like that, and we made 200 and how much was it? 218 or something. I can't remember. 207 or something. But I know they're definitely. We're just a good group.
Mhm.
It's just not one person.
No, that's what you want, isn't it?
Hopefully Ewan back soon. Hopefully he'll add to that definitely.
Yeah. And what about so what's your prospects for the season regarding the league? Are you looking to
The league
what would you like to see?
should as high as we can.
Mhm.
We're not like I said, we're just a very good team. It's
Mhm.
just finding that rhythm and getting a big score, and then there's everyone's contributing, so you can't really complain with that. We've beat North Down and Estonians, I think, in the
Right.
league. CI hopefully away to them. Hopefully another win.
Yeah.
Roll on with the season.
That'd be great. Well, it's on a personal note, it's good to see you. I know I spoke to you on the phone about your
Mhm.
batting and stuff, and it was good
Yeah.
to see that you started chipping in with runs, and it
Mhm.
looks like there's a big one in you this year,
Yeah,
without a
hopefully.
doubt. And it's great to see you sort of like performing.
Yeah.
Especially when we know you can. It's
Mhm.
not as if you can't, So it's always good to see you scoring runs and playing and winning games.
Yeah.
The twos are good. Your dad's doing a good job up there.
Mhm.
Keeps the team looks in good spirits.
Yeah,
It's,
definitely. Yeah.
you can certainly win on Sunday. I know it's going to be.
Mhm.
You probably need a bit of luck, but every team needs that as well,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
definitely.
There's no reason why you can't
Bit of
be a
luck,
good team.
no, bit of grit.
Yeah.
We all definitely have.
Yeah.
We really want to. We really want to win. We
Yeah,
really
brilliant.
want to.
Well, cheers. Thanks for coming on, mate.
No problem, Dave.
Enjoyed it. It was a pleasure.
You too. Mate.
And I'll see you soon.
Yeah,
All
definitely.
right. Cheers, fella.
All right.
Thanks, mate.